Good morning, everyone. It's Sid here, and it's another episode of the Sidcast. So, today's episode, I want to focus on challenging your beliefs. And why that's a very important subject for me is because as I've progressed in my life, one of the things I've looked at is what are my beliefs and how am I actually challenging my beliefs. And the reason why I think it's really important to start challenging your beliefs is because your beliefs actually determine what are the set of actions that you're going to take, whether it's trying to achieve a specific goal or you're trying to work towards achieving a specific dream. And the more you start looking at your beliefs and the more you start seeing what exactly has been stopping you from achieving maybe success in certain areas of your life, most of it is actually attributed to the beliefs that you have or the beliefs that you formed over time. And, beliefs is a very tricky subject because, you'll form beliefs based on what you've learned from your environments or what you've learned maybe from your parents or even maybe what you've learned from your peers. And if you don't start challenging your beliefs, what will essentially happen is you sort of get into a process where you maybe get into a rut and you feel like you're not actually progressing as a person in life. And most of the people I've seen that have sort of challenged their beliefs have sort of got out of their comfort zone because they realize that their beliefs also make them stay in their comfort zone and they don't actually sort of, internally grow as a person. And it's very important that when you start challenging those beliefs, you actually feel that you're out of your comfort zone as well. I mean, most progress in general when it comes to your life actually comes from when you start getting out of your comfort zone. So you need to start thinking about how exactly are you challenging your beliefs. I mean, are you sort of looking at it whether it's actually helping you in terms of how you set those beliefs, or does it actually help you in terms of, what are the next few steps you need to take in order for you to start growing as a person, obviously setting yourself new challenges. And if I was to give tips in terms of how you could actually start challenging your beliefs, maybe, write down what you think are your beliefs or what you feel are your beliefs that you formed over time, and see what exactly it is that you need to maybe change that is actually hampering you in terms of your progress as a person, whether it's financially, whether it's in terms of business, or whether it's just generally in terms of, how you approach certain situations in your life, maybe in a social dynamic. And I've found from a personal point of view and my personal experience that I had a lot of fixed beliefs which were not actually helping my progression as a person or how I actually proceeded in terms of achieving success in different areas of my life. And the only reason why it started changing for me was because I started challenging my beliefs. Beliefs can be something that are very hard to also change over time. It takes, practice. It takes a habit. I read somewhere that to form a new habit or a new belief, it takes you at least 30 to 60 days of consistent action of applying that specific principle that will help you change that specific belief that you have. And it's critical to understand that in order to become a dynamic person or a person that is actually, adapting to different situations, you have to start looking at the beliefs that you have in place, because sometimes a specific belief can actually really stop you from achieving what it is that you really desire. And in many cases, I see one of the biggest belief blocks, I suppose, is, obviously from the financial aspect. And reality is that in order for you to start achieving the kind of financial success that you're looking for, whether it's, through an investment vehicle, whether it's through a passion or a project that you're trying to promote, or it's just, some kind of new goal you desire to achieve through a business because of a financial goal that you have, you'll find in most cases, if you don't start getting out of your comfort zone, then you're not going to sort of get that kind of success that you want to achieve from a financial point of view. So it's really critical from that aspect that you do actually challenge the belief that you have, especially around money. And this is something that I've had to challenge myself as well. I mean, money blocks are a major thing when it comes to progressing in life, because if you look at everything in general, whether it's, the status of where you are, what position maybe you're working in a company, or what kind of things you get to do in your time, like traveling around the world, or starting a business that is starting to flourish, everything at the end of the day links to money. And at the end of the day, how you achieve money or how you start earning specific financial targets or goals is by you challenging your beliefs around money. So this is a concept I think that's very important, especially now when the world is changing so dynamically. And if we don't start challenging our beliefs, then we're not kind of going to obviously strive more in terms of taking massive action where we start achieving the things that we want to actually achieve in our life. So hopefully that is a lesson that has actually helped you in terms of starting to understand why understanding your beliefs is very important, and more specifically how you can actually challenge your beliefs, maybe not on a daily basis, but at least once or twice weekly, so that you can see how you're progressing as a person. So hopefully that was helpful, and I will see you guys in another episode of the Sidcast. Take care.